Yes, indeed. Senior X30, last race of the day. Have we saved the best till last? Well, I've got to say the senior drivers are going to have to go some to beat their junior counterparts. 34 karts will start this race. Let's hope for a nice, safe, early evening setting. The sun setting here at Shenington. While we watch this circuit, so we've got a few minutes to go. Our cameraman Jason down on the dummy grids will be bringing you some live shots of the drivers getting set to start up once again. Now, before we get to the seniors, quickly just some of the contenders. Well, Kanato Lee finishing 12th in the last junior race there. Vinnie Phillips 13th. Gabriel Stilp 14th. Just quickly, if Archie Walker's 5-second penalty is applied, that would drop him from first on the road down to 20th. So 20 drivers separated by 5 seconds there. That is a fantastic rate there. You can see the difference between the Shenington Kart Circuit on your left and the Shenington Glider Club on your right. And what a fantastic day. Cloudless sky as we head towards the early evening here on the Whitsun Bank holiday here in the United Kingdom. It's Bank Holiday Monday, so no one has to rush back to work tomorrow or school. There is your outside front row starter, the Strawberry Racing number 4, Thomas Turner on the front row of the grid. Clayton Ravenscroft will be starting from pole position in kart number 75, but there's the 4th place starter on screen, Archie Tillett. Archie moving over to Mick Barrett Racing's operation this year, and Archie driving very well in the pre-final, getting up into 4th place. Now, just behind Archie, you can see the teammate, number 74, Theo McCorris, also with the Mick Barrett Racing team. And Theo, last year, was Team UK's representative in the CIK FIA Karting Academy. Theo back now racing on these shores, raced in Mini X30 in the 2019 British Championships. Then we've got, you can see Bradley Pennell on your screen. Well, there's Kasper Skuza. Kasper Skuza in the MLC number 11. Well, I mean, he would have just watched his teammate Charlie Rippin put on a performance of his career so far, and that will be a huge boost for Kasper. Let's look at the inside row of the grid. The number 23 of Lewis Mackey there for Fusion Motorsport. First time out for Fusion in the British Championship for Lewis, and he has plunked the number 23 kart into 7th on the grid, just in front of Aaron Walker. Strawberry Racing number 15 behind there. Now there's the eyes of Lewis Mackey through his iridium visor. And also to look out for the number 8 kart of Thomas Fleming, starting for Dan Holland Racing on the inside of row 3. There's Thomas. And, Louis and Ollie Westover are on there, the ex-Dan Holland drivers, giving Thomas the big thumbs up. There's Alessandro Serenetti for the Strawberry Racing team, Italian-born driver, based, just west of Rome, in Bista, at the moment for Alessandro, but back in the championship as a senior this year, done very, very successful career as a junior in years past, and now here as a senior. There is Clayton Ravenscroft, your pole sitter. Again, Clayton for the KR Sport team on pole position, and he's got 15 minutes plus 1 lap to try and seal another Senior X30 race victory. Now, Danny Curl aside, Danny Curl has won this class 8 times in the last 2 years. The second most decorated driver in the class is Clayton Ravenscroft. I think Clayton's got 3 or 4 race victories. There's Thomas Turner. He has won this championship before. Serenetti and Tillett have yet to win at this level. Fleming, McCorris, Lewis Mackey, Brad Pennell, Walker, Skuza, Gus Lawrence will start 6th, and then there's the number 6 Mad Croc kart of Caden McQueen on the outside of the 6th row. Other drivers that we're looking for, well, I mean, Daryl De Leon, just out of juniors, starting on the inside of row number 8. Last year's top rookie in this class, Jamie Rogers, in the number 69 kart. Keep looking for him now. At the end of the pre-final, there was a big incident that involved Mr. Excitement Reggie Dewey. Reggie went backwards into the tyres at a rate of knots. He starts the number 66 kart from the 12th row of the grid. Guy Cunnington, also involved in a last lap incident. He starts on the 13th row of the grid. Harry Platten, also in difficulties. Last year's number 3 seed, the highest seeded turning driver. And that is Harry Platten. He starts on the outside of the 16th row of the grid. Marcus Littlewood, who came through, he used to race for the wonderfully liveried Spirit of Senna racing team, and he has now moved over to the Jade team. So effectively, you know, with Danny Curl leaves, Marcus Littlewood comes in, and sadly he failed to finish the pre-final. He starts stone last on the grid. Scott Goldsby, competitor in the Daniel Ricciardo series, cheering on Sam Heading. Sam in his familiar number 57 machine. Sam is down in 26th on the grid for the Mark Litchfield racing team. JP Sleater, the Irishman for Red Waft Racing, getting some support on screen. He is in the inside of row number 14. But Ravenscroft, Turner, Serenetti, Tillett, Fleming, McCouris, Mackie, Pennell, Walker, Scusa, Lawrence, McQueen, Marshall, Taylor, DeLeon, Reed, Thomas, Rogers, Wood, Greetham, Clifford and Piers Pryor are your top 22. Anthony Jordan, I have to say, as we wait for this to start, you know, very mature interviews there in what was a highly emotive situation from our junior drivers.
Yeah, it was a very difficult situation, of course, for some of those drivers, you know, with penalties and under investigation.
Yeah, and they
like
just,
that.
the adrenaline is still coursing through their veins.
They're still racing, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're just calming down. But here is a full look at your starting lineup for the final race of the day here at Shenington. Pole position, Clayton Ravenscroft alongside Thomas Turner. Then it's Alessandro Serenetti and Archie Tillett on row 2. Fleming, McCouris, Mackie and Pennell up next. Row 5 and 6, Walker, Scusa, Lawrence and McQueen. Row 7 and 8, it's Marshall, Taylor, DeLeon and Reed. Row 9 and 10, Rogers, Thomas, Greetham and Wood. Row 11 and 12, Clifford, Pryor, Moody and Dewey. Row 13, Heading and Cunnington. Row 14, Sleater and Joyce. Row 15, Watson and Hunt. Row 16, Higgins and Platten. And starting shotgun on the field, Adam Hayes for McBarrett Racing and Marcus Littlewood for the Jade Racing team. So, Alex Pendlebury's dad, Nick, there, wishing the Strawberry Racing team on. No, I haven't seen Alex in the championship. Was he him at Rotax, or is he not in the X30? I can't remember, but good that he's watching, and watching his former Strawberry Racing brethren. As we go into Wilkins for the final time at Shenington, the opening round of the Senior X30 Motorsport UK Vera Tours British Kart Championship. The lights are out and we're off and racing. Into turn number 1 we go. Hold your breath, somebody running very wide. They get back on into Cafe Corner. It's a lot of bumping and barging, but they all get through cleanly. Now hold your breath for the run down towards Stratford Corner. Are we all going to get through cleanly? There's a couple of drivers running very wide, but oh no, on the outside.
Oh,
and there we go, up
yeah.
the bank. 1, 2, 3, 4 carts. One of the Mad carts is there. The number 27, Theo McCouris is one of them in the number 74. The 27 is Joseph Taylor on that privateer entry. The Comp Kart race suit just getting back into the suit there.
Caden McQueen was one of them as well. Heavy front end damage. Expect him into the pit lane.
Yeah, well, McQueen, Taylor, they were starting on the 6th and 7th row of the grid. McCouris on the 3rd row. Up at the front, it's Clayton Ravenscroft who has the race lead. As they come across the line, the drivers that were caught up, McCouris, McQueen, Joseph Taylor, Nat Thomas, Alex Moody, Sam Heading, Rufus Hunt, Ben Higgins, Marcus Littlewood. There was an awful lot of drivers. Well, McQueen is in, his NASA panel off the kart now. He's going to try and get that refixed and go back out, or is the kart too damaged? No, I think that is game over for Caden McQueen. Very sadly, Taylor has retired on the spot, it looks like. McCurris has come round, so has Nat Thomas. No, McCurris has come round, but he's almost a full lap down. Here are the leaders, and it's a 3-kart breakaway at the front. Ravenscroft, Serenetti and Fleming, with Lewis Mackey leading the charge, chasing them in 4th place.
Well, other than the coming together at this very corner that we're at now,
yes,
it's been a relatively calmish start, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, it was Nat Thomas was the other driver that went at the bank, so 4 drivers went at the bank. McQueen, McCurris, Taylor and Thomas. And it looks McQueen is definitely out, so is Joseph Taylor, sadly. McCurris nearly a lap down in 32nd place, but we have had full course cautions before, and that is what McCurris is going to be hoping for. But with 13 minutes to go, he's got to get his head down, and he is, well, I mean, he's 36 seconds behind the race leader. There is a move. Thomas Turner fighting his way back up into ninth position. So Turner lost ground as well on that opening lap. It's Ravenscroft, Fleming, Serenetti, Lewis Maskey, Scusa up into 5th position. Then it's Walker, De Leon, Tillett, Marshall, Turner, Lawrence and Thomas Wood.
Yep, so as these drivers head down the back straight in towards the Bruno, well, they're not in the Bruno chicane. That really looked like the Bruno chicane to me. What am I talking about? It's Wilkins.
Yes.
That's where they're going into. 12 minutes left on the timer, though, and you can see that on your screen. They cross the line, and everyone, apart from these two, again, in that single train at the moment. But Clayton Ravenscroft, great start from him. But Dan Holland's racing. Thomas Fleming, fastest lap of the race, though, 42.8. Ooh, some 2/10 faster than Mr. Ravenscroft.
Yeah, and of course Clayton has not got the benefit of the toe of anyone. He doesn't have to worry about defending, but Fleming is going to be just using the slipstream to close back into Ravenscroft. Serenetti is right there as well. They've got a 1.9 second gap over the group of karts you're looking at on your screen here, led by Lewis Mackey in kart number 23, Casper Scusa. Well, the MLC Motorsport team, they're having a fantastic afternoon so far, with Scusa up into the top 5. Then it's the second Strawberry kart of Aaron Walker. Now looking back, so Thomas Turner has slipped from 2nd down to 9th. The other Strawberry kart that was starting at the back, Guy Cunnington, has moved into the 5th position, and there's a crash.
Yeah, 72 and 88. Alex Moody, Alan Haynes coming together at the cafe corner.
Yes, Hayes and Moody. Well, Moody was already down there. They're both starting at the back, and they're both now running at the back. That is going to give Nat Thomas potentially. JP Sleater getting a warning flag for his troubles. Looking at Marcus Littlewood's made 9 positions so far. He's up into 25th position. Harry Platten has gained 11 positions. He's up into 21st. And Guy Cunnington has gained 10 places. He's up into 15th. But the top 3, Anthony, on lap number 7 now are comfortably clear of the rest. And I have to say, things are beginning to spread out quite a bit. Mr. Excitement, Reggie Dewey, up into the top 12 from 21st on the grid, chasing the PF International teammates Gus Lawrence and Brad Pennell.
Yeah, it's been
and there's Marcus Littlewood going slow.
Oh yes, he is going very slow, isn't he? Is that a potential issue with the car, or just a bad exit?
Well, I mean, he was going slow half around the corner, so I think possibly contact going in or a half spin going in. There's the very smart number 94 Klassen Motorsport ARC chassis, and it changed the lead, Anthony.
Well, it changed for 2nd place, definitely, because that was Alessandro Serenetti diving down the inside of Fleming, or I think it was Ravenscroft.
Ravenscroft down to 3rd.
Yep.
Fleming leads.
Yep. So big changes at the front with under 10 minutes to go. Dan Holland's racing. Thomas Fleming is your new race leader.
Yep. And Oliver Greethan gets a warning flag. So Serenetti. So we've got the EOS chassis from Dan Holland Racing, the Tony Kart chassis from Strawberry, and the KR and the Cosmic chassis from KR Sport leading the way. They're all OTK products, just sprayed differently.
Yes.
So very similar equipment, 3 different teams. Fleming, Serenetti, Ravenscroft. Mackey in 4th place for Fusion Motorsport. Mackey is on a Synergy kart. In fact, Mackey in the pressure. Scusa is next, and it's Walker, Tillett, Turner, De Leon. That's your top 9. And after Daryl De Leon in kart number 14, there's a gap back to Lawrence, Pennell, Cunnington, Dewey and Caleb Marshall, who are the next group. There they go. Here comes the Caleb Marshall-led group into your screens now. Further back, we've still got 32 drivers running. So Marcus Littlewoods, we saw him going slowly earlier. That was just a temporary problem. He is back up and running. Theo McCurris is 32nd and last on the road as Thomas Fleming in kart number 8. Chasing Serenetti as much as, well, Serenetti chasing Fleming as much as possible. Down towards Stratford Corner we go. Ravenscroft watching and waiting. Big gap back to Mackie and Scusa, and there is Bradley Pennell temporarily pulling off the side of the circuit. The fact that he temporarily pulls off might mean that he did not plan to be there, and he may have been given an assist.
I suspect, again, you could be right, but we'll see what happens a little bit later on. If anything pops up on our screen, I'm sure it will soon give us an answer to said incident. But under 8 minutes to go, plus that one additional lap, all eyes still on that top 3. And who's that in 4th place?
That is Lewis Mackie.
I suspect it is indeed for Fusion Motorsports.
It is,
He's closing in very slowly. He's a bit of a no man's land at the moment.
Casper Scusa is doing wonders as well in 5th position. Very, very impressed by the improvement over the winter. There goes Ravenscroft now. Why did... we got a spinner there. That looks like the number 57 kart of Sam Heading.
I thought it was a 62.
Oh, it could have been, but we'll soon find out. 5-second penalty to Ben Higgins in the number 20 Croc Promotions entry. Ravenscroft is back in the lead, so Fleming's gone from first to third. Ravenscroft has gone from third to first. Serenetti stays in seconds, but the drivers around him have both swapped places. Remarkable.
I know, and that's allowing, of course, the drivers behind to slowly catch up. They're seeing that, and they're going, oh, yes, lovely. Keep doing that, because I'll be with you in just a jiffy.
Yep, we've seen that happen time and time again here today. Mackie in 4th, Scusa in 5th, Walker in 6th, 7th for Tillett, 8th for Turner, De Leon is 9th, and that's top 9 separated by 4 seconds, but that lead group of 3 we had is about to become a lead group of at least 5. Aaron Walker in 6th, just trying to hang on.
Yes, I suspect again you're probably right again there, Henry. As they come into Cafe Corner. Yeah, don't worry, don't be alarmed.
I'm trying not to make a habit of it, I promise.
I know, but 6 minutes left on the timer. That front 3 again, going defensive, I think, at the front as well, just off your camera. Yeah, you can see it there. I could just see it before they blitzed out of shot. But yes, they did go into a bit of a lunge dive there. The rest of the field, though, slossing in behind. So, yes, Lewis Mackie there in 4th place. He's closing in. Casper Huser as well, following just behind Aaron Walker. Then it's Archie Tillett, Thomas Turner, Daryl De Leon. Then it's Guy Cunnington. Then it's Gus Lawrence, Caleb Marshall, Reggie Durr there. And then it's Tyler Reed, Oliver Greetham, Harry Platten, Piers Pryor as well. Ben Watson, JP Slater. Then it's Rufus Hunt. Then it's Connor Clifford, Jamie Rogers, Sam Heading, Marcus Littlewood, Oscar Joyce, Brad Pennell, Ben Higgins, Thomas Wood, Alex Moody, Alan Haynes, and Nat Thomas. And Theo McCurris round out the grid of karts that are still running currently out on circuit. We have lost Caden McQueen, we have lost Joseph Taylor. They have not come back out on circuit. So, and a technical flag.
We're about to lose Archie Tillett as well. Such a shame. Well, from 4th of the grid, running 7th in the race, that is game over for Tillett. I tell you what, though, Thomas Fleming was looking particularly racy just a minute ago, trying to get through... trying to get around Stratford Corner, taking the wide line in, and now Serenetti makes his bid, first real bid for the race lead. I have got to say, Serenetti was having a little nibble. Mackie and Scusa and Walker are getting closer. The top 6, Constantine, are in together. Now the 7th kart on your screen, that's Archie Tillett out of this lead group. He has just had the mechanical flag, so he is out of contention. That's going to promote Thomas Turner back into 2nd. I've got to say, somewhere on the opening lap, Turner went from 2nd to about 10th, and he hasn't been able to recover. And looking back there, some of the other drivers, I mean, I was expecting to see, Harry Platten's gained 16 places. From 32nd to 16th, he's made good progress. Reggie Dewey up 10 places to 13th. Guy Cunnington up 15 places to 10th. and Archie Tillett. Oh, that's the number 26 kart into the pits. That's Connor Clifford for KR Sport.
Yeah, his rear bumper has been pushed in and is rubbing against the rear wheel. That's why he's coming in.
And so he is in the pit lane, so if he can pull it out. Oh, and there's a move there. That's Lewis Mackey and Casper Scusa catching or getting caught by and passed by Aaron Walker. So Walker now moves into 4th place, but all the hard work that the second group have done has now been undone, and we've got a 3-kart breakaway at the front once again with 3.5 minutes to go, and Walker is your new 4th place man, but a long way back.
Yeah, lots of work to do there, and right on the tail, of course, is Lewis Mackey. So a lot of work to be done there with 3 minutes to go. Now this group at the front is our top 3. Ravenscroft, Fleming, Serenetti. They have been, well, kind of jostling slightly, but not majorly. And now they've kind of separated a bit. They've opened up a little bit. They're not nose to tail. They're a little bit spread out. So that means they've all got a bit of clean air. They're all putting in quick times, and they're not running into each other.
And I'm just looking at the indentations on the nose cone of that number 15 kart for Aaron Walker. That does not bode well for him. We've got Ravenscroft continuing to head the way. The driver from Southampton. Fleming looking into the inside of Cafe Corner. No. Serenetti doing just a good job. Solid, mature drive so far. Casper Scusa running a little bit wide there, coming through Cafe Corner in the number 11 MLC Motorsport kart. Now Thomas Turner's back up amongst them and making progress. There goes Turner up the inside of Scusa, and Scusa runs a little bit wide. Daryl De Leon also goes through. But here we go. Nose to tail now, the top 3, Anthony.
Yep, and we're nearing that time. 2 minutes left on the timer. The drivers can see that, and now we're going to start to see those potential lunges. They've got a breakaway, but it's not much. It's only 1.2 seconds, and we've seen from previous races that 1.2 seconds can disappear in a flash. And look at that. Latched on the back of them is Serenetti on the back of Fleming.
And there's the move.
There it is.
Serenetti thought about making a move at the inside and turn the board. Backed out of it, got the best racing line, so he had the manoeuvre coming into Cafe Corner. Smart driving there from Serenetti. Didn't cost himself too much time, and now he sets off after Clayton Ravenscroft. Can Ravenscroft hold? Oh, they were 3 wide briefly behind. That looked like it was Cunnington Lawrence and Caleb Marshall getting involved.
Oh dear, Mr. Reed with a 5-second time penalty.
Out of 13th place, so that's going to drop him back down the order. He's running behind Reggie Dewey, who's in 12th at the minute. Reggie is the leading privateer in the field, which is good enough for a trophy, but not what Reggie wants. But certainly Mr. Excitement living up to the billing. 11 places gained from 23rd of the grid, and Guy Cunnington 16 places gained up to 9th place. Harry Platten and Ben Watson have also both made. Anthony Jordan, interrupt me, please.
Yes, Fleming there, great move down the inside, or I say it was a good switchback move. Dive to the outside into the entrance of the hairpin, then switch to the inside, and that has left Ravenscroft in a lot of bother here because he's down in 3rd place and under pressure now from the 4th place man of Lewis Mackey.
So Serenetti leads, but for how much longer? 30 seconds to go. And it is Walker and Mackey. So top 5 as they start what will be their penultimate lap. It's Serenetti, Fleming, Ravenscroft, Walker and Mackey. Out of Park Bend, or Pitts Bend rather, into Stratford Straight, under braking. Oh, Ravenscroft runs a bit wide. Walker gets him, Mackey gets him as well. Lewis Mackey up the inside of Walker for 3rd, side by side of the Bruno. Oh, a little bit of contact there. I look, but no, they managed to slow themselves down. But it's Serenetti and Fleming now trying to make their bid for victory.
Serenetti's in a great spot here because he's got a good gap between himself and the guys in 3rd place as well. He has got Fleming for company, but Fleming doesn't want to battle too soon. He's going to wait until the last corner again to do that lunge. Serenetti goes slightly defensive, but too soon. Don't expect an overtake until the last corner.
Yep. Last lap board has gone out. Serenetti leads Fleming. Now Serenetti's got to defend. Watch Fleming swing out wide. He's going to try the crossover move. Serenetti's going to try and park it on the apex. Has Fleming got enough for run? Ravenscroft and Mackey are side by side for 4th. Into the Bruno chicane they go. Fleming's going to get a good run onto Hanger Straight, but Serenetti's got to defend the inside line.
Yeah, he's got to hug that inside line here as much as possible. Don't run out too wide. He gets a little bit of a tap there. They run slightly wide there. There's the move there. I'm not sure if it's going to be allowed, but we'll have to wait for that one. But at the moment, it's a hand up in the air for Fleming as he crosses the line from Serenetti and Walker.
Brilliant last lap there. Well, question marks potentially. Was there any contact coming in there? We'll have a little look at the replay, ladies and gentlemen. So, into the final corner, you can see, yes, there was, yeah, it's always hard to turn in and hit the apex when your rear wheels aren't on the tarmac. That's all we shall say. Now, what I will add to this is that the officials here don't use the Alpha Live pictures for any judicials. We've got our own, the circuit got the championship got their own judicial camera crew or cameras here to decide any incidents. But on the road, Thomas Fleming has taken the victory from Alessandro Serenetti second, Aaron Walker is third, Clayton Ravenscroft fourth, Lewis Mackey fifth, Guy Cunnington from 25th to 6th. Great drive from the 2019 Senior Rotax champion. Daryl De Leon is 7th, Cax Bascuza 8th, Thomas Turner 9th, and Gus Lawrence rounds out the top 10 ahead of Caleb Marshall, Reggie Dewey, Ben Watson, Oliver Greetham, Harry Platten, up 17 places to 15th place. Ben Watson also in, well, that's a great drive for the Klassen Motorsport ARC chassis. That ARC, which is normally a TKM only chassis, working great guns in X30 to move into 13th place. Greetham 14th, then Platten, Pryor, Reed, Heading, Sleater and Hunt. Now there's Fleming and his mechanic Jonathan Paler. There's Big Louis from the KR Sport team waiting to greet Clayton Ravenscroft. And there is Alessandro Serenetti for the Strawberry Racing team. And there's Walker, kart up. And I think he knows he's got a nose component to that cart. There's his mechanic pulling the cart back there, Mr. Ferris, out of the way. Anthony Jordan is in amongst that. We will see what the penalties are afterwards, but of course, as we'll call it as we see it on the circuit there. And now the wind does pick up, so Anthony Jordan is going to be down in the paddock. All it needs me to say is a big thank you to all the marshals here at Shenington Kart Club, volunteers in motorsport. You know, this week is the Volunteer and Motorsport Week, so thank you to all the unsung heroes, the most important people in all of racing, all the medical team for Vera Tools, all of you watching on motorsport.tv, all of you watching on the Vera Tools website, and all of you watching on the British Kart Championship website. Anthony Jordan is going to be speaking to our unofficial Senior X30 race winner, Thomas Fleming. Take it away, AJ.
Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, a dramatic end to, again, another impressive Senior X30 final that we've seen. But the first one for 2021. Now, we'll talk to our race winner from that one, Mr. Fleming. Oh, what a race that was. That looked a bit touch and go all the way through that one, I have to say.
Well, it's a standard Shenington race, to be honest. It's really close, not a lot of room for overtaking, but, you know, I enjoyed it for the final. Yeah, it was really good, so more than happy enough to take the winner.
Now, while we're here, there's one of the mechanics walks in front of us there. I don't think he spotted the camera there. Now, can you talk us through now the last lap move there and the final corner? Can you talk us through what happened from your point of view?
What do you mean?
The overtake for the lead.
For the lead?
Yeah, on the last corner.
Just crap happens, to be honest. Like it's what happens. To be honest, not a lot really could have happened. I was on, just what it is, to be honest.
Right. Okay. Not a problem. But yeah.
Just whatever.
I mean, a great result, but fantastic one, and yeah, great result. Well done.
Yeah, cheers. Feel like I deserve to be here. So
spot on. Definitely well done. Right, so let's try and find our second place man, because we've got plenty of time. There's no more racing left today, so I want to find Mr. Serenetti. I don't know where he is. We will try and find him. Where is he? Is he tucked away around the back? It wasn't fully in. Alessandro, let's have a quick word now. Tough one on that one, of course, leading into the last lap, and of course he had the overtake on the final corner. From your point of view, what happened?
Yeah, I just, I don't know really, it just all happened really quickly, and I don't know, I just ended up really wide at last corner, and that let Fleming pass, and of course he took the win, but we'll see what happens after post-race penalties, but yeah, it was a good race from everyone, like all three of us, me, Clayton and Fleming, and it's been a really good race, I thought.
Well, yeah, all the way through that race, it looked a bit, like I say, touch and go. It was position changes all the way throughout. You three were just breaking away, leaving everyone else behind. But yeah, it was very fun to commentate on, I have to say.
Yeah, thank you very much. And you know, this is actually my first proper weekend at the front in British Champs in Senior X30. And, you know, I couldn't thank Strawberry enough and everyone in Strawberry and my dad to be a top mechanic and best sponsor. So yeah, that's about it.
Excellent stuff. Well, congratulations, great result.
Thank you very much.
Awesome stuff. Well, we've got time to chat to our other placeman. Hopefully he's still here now, Mr. Aaron Walker. Hopefully Aaron is still here. That's Clayton's kart. I don't know where Aaron's gone. Oh, you're right there. Well, you're right in front of me. Aaron, oh, what a final that was again. Tough all the way throughout. There was a big crash at the start. You weren't involved in that one, of course, but we did lose quite a few karts in that one. But yeah, talk us through from your point of view that race.
Yeah, it was a scrappy race. Through like the first 7 minutes, I'd say it was pretty easy. I was just trying to push on to the back of the others in front, and then the ones in the front three started defending. I got to the back, and I managed to slowly get my way through to third in the end, which is not a bad result.
Yeah, I mean, again, tough race conditions, of course. It's low sunshine, and of course it's been a long day. It's been quite a hot day as well, and it's been just tough racing all the way throughout the day, I think.
Yeah, it's always hard racing around here because they're such a big toe, so it tends to be a lot of defending here, and it just makes it harder to try and win.
Well, excellent stuff. Well, a great result for you in the final on this one, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens to that one.
Yeah, thank you.
Spot on. Well, again, an exciting finish to a very exciting day here for the first round of the Miami calendar as well for the TKM and the KZ2. It is unfortunately, though, the end of the day. There is no more racing, but don't be alarmed because in a couple of weeks we will be back for round 2 for the Miami category at Kim Bolton. So make sure you don't miss on that on all the channels you can watch it on. Of course, a big thank you to the Vera Tools, and to make sure that you don't miss out tomorrow on your driver of the day. You will get the results of the choices that the panel will do, but yeah, make sure you don't miss out on your vote for that one. But from us, the Marshals, a big thank you to everyone here at Shenington. We will say goodbye for now.
Okay, now we move on to Senior X30, another fantastic race. Our leading rookie in 21st position was Piers Pryor. He hasn't made the podium. And our leading privateer, Reggie Dewey, finishing in 16th position. He can't make it to the presentation either. So we move on to the top 3. Finishing in 3rd position, his first time out onto the British podium in his first race meeting with Fusion Motorsport, it's Lewis Mackey. Now we move on to 2nd place, and it wasn't quite a win this time out for the driver who's got the 2nd most amount of overall race wins in the Senior X30 class in the British Championship since the start of 2019. Runner-up this time is Clayton Ravenscroft. But it gives me great pleasure to welcome this next driver onto the top step of the British Championship podium for the first time as a senior, along with his winning mechanic, Matteo Serenetti. Representing Strawberry Racing, it's Alessandro Serenetti. For years of investment, Matteo gets a medal. I haven't got the junior results yet. I was going to say, made out of pure gold. Melted down 20 times to get your investment. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to our top 3 finishers in what is always a spectacular senior X30 class.